In a world full of chaos, people are drawn to the idea of control, power, and a release from the person who they deem to be ill-equipped to manage life through the wreckage. Oftentimes, this perception of being unworthy is directed to themselves. Peter, after saving not only New York, but the world from a potential fatal pandemic, Peter loses his passion, his moral compass, Aunt May. After doing the right thing and using the anti-serum to save multiple lives instead of one, Peter slowly but surely loses faith in himself. Superboy, after being liberated from Project Cadmus, was put through the ringer, not fitting in as a human, not being accepted by Superman, not being as powerful as Superman, then the icing on the cake being that his human DNA was sourced by none other than the evil Lex Luthor. This gave him rage that Lex Luthor would manipulate. Luthor would provide a device that would temporarily suppress Superboy's human DNA to fully access his Kryptonian DNA. These are called shields. At first, Superboy wasn't tempted and wanted nothing to do with his quote-unquote human father, but eventually, he slowly started using the shields to give his team an edge. Peter, on the other hand, would be quote-unquote fine, but in the crime reports after facing the Flame, we would sometimes be partnered with Rafe, who would comment on how slow he is.
Good job, even if you are getting slow.
What?
Then soon, when he faced Kraven for the first time, he simply couldn't take him.
No!
In a blink of an eye, he was stabbed and left for dead. If it wasn't for the symbiote Harry had transferring itself to Peter, Spider-Man would have died. Peter initially tries to give the symbiote back, but it wouldn't budge. In fact, it removed the knife that almost killed him. Over time, we see a different Peter. He's more aggressive.
I'll break them. I see any of you again, I won't be so nice. You guys are done. Talk about weak. You want to steal? This is what you get.
Careless and disrespectful.
No wonder your family left you.
At one point, Peter goes to sleep, but the symbiote took over to take out Kraven's hunters, and then it went after MJ. Then it all comes to a head when Miles gets captured. Peter is searching for him, and we can see his moral compass has shifted due to the symbiote's manipulation.
Destroyed my life. I'm going to lose May's house because of them and Kraven.
Kill Kraven.
He is no longer holding back. Superboy goes through a similar situation where he is getting progressively violent and enraged. On one mission when he takes his last shield, he goes absolutely berserk on Mammoth, leading to a nearby wreckage, nearly killing Artemis. Lex's shields gave Superboy the illusion of full power. The symbiote gives Peter the illusion of being a better Spider-Man. The reality is that these heroes are lost in a dangerous path of addiction and the feelings of inadequacy. Yet Superboy steps up and uses his support system to key them in on what's going on. He tells them what the shields are and how they give him full access to his Kryptonian DNA, but it also makes him extremely irate. This inspires his team to reveal their own secrets that eventually strengthen the team for the better. Spider-Man, unfortunately, had a tougher route. He nearly kills Kraven, but Miles pulls him in. Miles holds him accountable. Miles pushes Peter to get rid of the symbiote himself. The reason I chose both of these heroes is because they both bring so much to the conversation about addiction and recovery. It's all about having a support system, loved ones to hold you accountable, to push you in tough times, to be vulnerable with. But the most important thing about recovery is wanting it. Peter wanted to be better. Superboy didn't want to rely on a substance that could harm him and others. You gotta want it. Addiction is a disease, but the cure isn't just personal strength. It's about not seeing vulnerability as a weakness. It's about facing reality without numbing yourself to it. That's the real power we need to discover. And I hope me, a random dude on the internet, opened you up to that. Thank you.